Hey everyone, Luther here with Bonafide Kayaks. In this video, we're going to talk about the seat knuckle update kit. And basically what we've got here, this is for all boats that were produced prior to about August of 2018. And it's a kit that does a couple of things, addresses a couple of things that we've seen with the boat. The first one is when people are in the high position, we have heard from some customers, particularly bigger customers, that if they slide forward suddenly, the back legs can overcome the little stops here that are supposed to prevent them from sliding forward, and in doing so, it can make the front leg fold down. So that's one thing that's addressed here. The other thing that we've addressed is when we're in the low position, the bottom of the seat knuckle contacts the boat, and with weight and wiggling, it can create a wear point. So those are the two things that get addressed with this update kit. Now, if we take a look at what's included in the kit, you've got two of what we're calling knuckle plates. We've got a left and a right. You know, you've got the instructions here that are going to take you through this. You have this instructional video that's going to take you through it. My recommendation, read the instructions, watch the video, make sure this is something you're comfortable doing. If you're not, just reach out to your local Bonafide dealer and they can help you through this instead. And then you've got a little hardware kit that's got the screws that you're going to need and also the drill bit you're going to need to install it. Now, it's really important that you use the drill bit that's included, which is a 1/8 of an inch drill bit. If for some reason you lost or misplaced it by the time you're getting around to doing this install, you can just grab a 1/8 drill bit out of a drill index. But make sure you use the right size drill bit. And just to give you kind of an overview of what the install is going to look like, we're going to locate the plate. We're going to drill the 1/8 of an inch hole, and then we're going to put these self-threading screws in. These screws are designed, number one, they've got a blunt face on them. So inside the boat, if you ever have anything inside there, it's not going to get scratched up. But number two, these are thread forming screws, and the shank of the screw is actually bigger than the hole that we're drilling, so they create a watertight seal, which is something that people often wonder about when you're drilling holes in boats. Is it going to leak? Well, if these are installed correctly, you'll never have any problems with that. The other thing is we've went a little bit, say overboard, but we went with just enough screw holes that we know this thing's going to last a lifetime. And that's the other thing that's important to mention. Your Bonafide Kayaks comes with a lifetime hull warranty. This update has a lifetime warranty as well. So your boat, you're going to install these, your boat's still 100% under warranty, your hull still has 100% lifetime warranty. Now, the other important thing to note is that after August of 2018, we addressed this with inline production. Now, inline production, we can do some things differently. We changed a few molds, we changed some parts on the seats. So the solution for boats produced after that time looks a little bit different from this, but in fact the update here is probably a little bit more, we could say a little bit more elegant solution, but we needed something that was field installable. So it ended up just a really, really nice, and it's just as easy as installing a gear track, and that's what we're going to get into right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is install the 1/8 of an inch drill bit. This is a double-ended drill bit. We're not going to drill that many holes, so you'll only need one end. The next thing I'm going to do, this bracket fits, like it kind of tucks up in this corner. So the only thing I'm really going to do is press it down, and I'm just going to eyeball and just make sure that my gap all the way down the side here is pretty even, just because I like for stuff to look really nice when I install it. So I'll get that nice and even, and then I'm going to, right in the center of this front hole, I'm going to drill a pilot hole. Now the temptation might be to hold that thing in place and drill a bunch of holes, but we actually don't want to do that. By putting this first screw in, we're going to kind of hold this plate in place so it's not sliding around while we're trying to drill holes. Now you notice I'm using a screwdriver. That's very important. You do not want to use a power drill whenever you put self-threading screws into a kayak. Now I'm just going to kind of reseat everything, and I'm going to go all the way to the other end here. Put the drill right in the center, and I'm going to drill that hole. This is a ratcheting screwdriver. A manual screwdriver works just fine too. Again, I'm not going to over tighten. You notice when I drill the holes, I drill the hole, it punches through, I pull it right back out. There's no wallowing around. I want an 1/8 of an inch hole. I don't want to wallow that into a bigger hole. So now that I've got the two screws, I'm going to go ahead and drill the rest of these holes. install each one of these screws. Then I've got them all installed. I'm just going to go around in a pattern, just kind of double check that each one's snug. Again, being careful not to over tighten. All right, that's it. That plate's installed. Now we're just going to repeat for the other side. So now we've got the install done, and you can see what we've done here. Number one, we've got this strike plate. It's glass-filled nylon, very, very wear resistant. It's going to take care of that wear point for the seat knuckle. You can also see we've increased the height of the little bumps here that keep that seat from collapsing forward. So if you look, in the high position, that seat's not going to go anywhere when you scoot forward. And then in the low position, you've got a nice place for these knuckles to sit so that you don't get any wear. So it's a better boat than when you bought it. Update courtesy of Bonafide Kayaks. Again, this is something we did as an inline change, addressed it a little bit differently, but we knew we had a lot of customers out there that already have Bonafide Kayaks, and we wanted you to have the same experience. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being a Bonafide customer.